What's happening? What's going on? Hopefully, everybody. Oh, I even fucking. Welcome back to the podcast. I bet that had some pop in it. I could feel how loud I got right there. Welcome back to the podcast. This is episode 24. So that would make this episode
Ken Griffey.
Yes.
King Griffey.
I was thinking of a cornerback from the Steelers, but that's fine too.
Nobody remembers him.
That's actually I can't think of his name. So fair enough.
There you go.
Fair enough. Wait, wasn't Pac-Man 24?
Yeah.
Episode Pac-Man Griffey. So
See how big of a Cincinnati fan you are.
wait, what? No, just a fan of mischief. I mean, it's hard not to know who Pac-Man is. I mean, all the disruption
Fair
he
enough.
caused in his career, and he's retired and still causing problems.
He's like really in shape now, isn't he?
Well, yeah, but he's also just can't stay out of trouble.
Well,
just like when he was
that's
in the
always
league.
been the way.
I mean, it's crazy. Oh, anyways, starting this off with a big yawn.
You're the one that yawned this week. I didn't even
I
yawn.
know. That was
Made it.
early mornings.
Can't blame me.
But hopefully everybody's had a good week thus far. Good last week, good weekend, all that other cool stuff. How's your day been?
My day was not that eventful.
No.
I was working on treadmill. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said it abruptly stopped, but I couldn't find that. But either way, we got it. I cleaned it out. We'll see what happens. You know.
Right on.
But yeah, the weekend was uneventful again. The kids are in Florida, and I chilled out. She chilled out after she worked Saturday. We pretty much didn't do much except take care of the house, and we went out to dinner. But that was about
Nice.
it.
Hell yeah. How was the Florida trip? How'd that go all well?
It's not over yet.
Oh, they're still there.
Yeah, they're still there.
Yikes. That's a long
a
vacation.
week.
I need a vacation like
It's
that.
a week.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing all right. They seem to be all right. But
Good.
anything
Sorry about
popping
that.
with you? What'd you do this weekend?
Me and Jay hung out for a while. Me and JC hung out. Had Hudson on Sunday. He wasn't feeling great, but he was still his normal, I take that back. He wasn't his normal happy, bouncing self, but he was all right.
Yeah.
Just a little sinusy and stuff like that. But so I had him Sunday, and then other than that, it was just a normal weekend, hanging out. Just nothing crazy. I didn't really get anything done that I wanted to get done, so
It's always how it is.
seems to be the normal. And then football season's gonna start, and then I'm really not gonna get anything done on the weekends.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to squeeze as much as I can into the next few weeks, like projects and stuff around the house and everything else like that. That way, once football season starts, I won't feel so pressed to, like, all that stuff will be done.
Right.
So, because there's some stuff I've been wanting to do.
I need to work on the gutters.
I got to build a new tool bench for the garage,
Yikes.
and I also want to finish the table that I made, dining room table. So, yeah.
All right. I haven't seen
Little-
photos of that. You haven't seen
Little
any
woodworking.
photos.
It's in the very, very beginning stages.
Ah, okay.
Nothing crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've been YouTubing?
Just getting off.
tutorial?
Just getting it off the ground. No, I mean, I pretty much know exactly what I want to do. It's just a matter of finding the time to get it done.
Yeah. Oh, I did frame that jersey. That was what I did this weekend as well.
It looks good. It looks all professional.
Needs to be worked on. I need to put a piece of cardboard behind the or in the jersey to make it even flatter,
To keep it stiff.
and then work on the arms
Right.
to see if I can get them to fold the other way. But either way,
Yeah.
I may put that down here for a little bit, and then I'm gonna eventually put it up in the upper layer.
Heck yeah.
And then I got the Kevin Green one coming. That one's gonna be dope.
It looks good, man. I think They look super professional. I mean, the way you did it with the background and everything. So,
I didn't do it.
oh, you didn't do the background. You just put the jersey in it.
Uh huh.
Oh, I thought. You
Well,
did,
I
like,
did the
whole-
background. Like you have to put it in there. Like it's a big sticker.
Right.
Then you have to like flatten it out, get the bubbles out. You know.
So vinyl, basically, like you're putting.
Yeah, it's a vinyl sticker.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm retarded sometimes.
No, you're good.
But yeah, that turned out pretty nice, and it can be better, but
Right.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
And then eventually it will be down here for a little bit, not long, because I'm gonna move some stuff around, especially when we have the draft. If we have the draft, no, I'm just kidding.
If we have, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. I may drop. I have been trying to decide. We'll see how it goes.
You talking about?
I might be dropping out of my work league because they're wanting to draft September 4th, and I don't want to draft on September 4th.
That's like a
because it
weekday,
would be
isn't it?
good. No, it's a Saturday, but I don't want to. I mean, I got stuff going on that weekend. The 4th is my birthday. So, I mean, there's just a ton of stuff going on. I don't even know if I'll be in town. So,
Forget you guys.
well, and it's
Will they do it on ESPN?
no, they do a live draft with a draft board and everything else like that,
Oh,
which
okay.
is all cool and stuff.
Well,
but
nothing wrong with that. I mean, we'll have a draft board.
the last time they drafted, well, right, but the last time they drafted, it was like a 6-hour draft. Right.
Why did it take that long?
17,000 smoke breaks.
Yeah,
People
fuck all
taking
that.
10 minutes to pick. So,
You smoke, you out the league, dog.
well, I mean, if you can, you know what I mean? If you know who you're going to pick, just have one of your buddies be like, hey, throw this up when it's my turn. I'm going to go burn one. But, I mean,
burn
which is, I mean, we had fun and everything like that, but it's just like, I got too much going on that weekend. And
Right.
it's- You know what I mean? It's not like I'm short for fantasy football leagues this year, so.
Yeah, I'm in way too many.
Yeah. But we'll see. I told you, I was like, if you guys decide to do like like if you switch over to Sleeper and, do it online and stuff like that, I'll be there. I'm good. You know what I mean? I'll just do it online from wherever I'm at. But
Right.
I was like, I probably won't be in this year.
Yeah, if you ain't
it's
using
live.
Sleeper, man, I can't be in your league no more.
Well, this is like the second year I've tried to get him to switch over to Sleeper because
Man,
of just how
it's-
much better it is.
It's so fucking.
He said he'd never
good.
heard of it.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people that haven't heard of it, but I'm telling you, if you don't run your fantasy football league on
I know
Sleeper
people still use Yahoo.
and you run it on ESPN or Yahoo or
Right.
NFL.com, shame on you.
Shame on you.
You're missing out because
Right.
Sleeper is the best app. I love how when like I get somebody new and they get all pissed off because we're using this app and they're like, "It fucking sucks," and then they
No.
start using it and they're like, "Actually, this is the best app I've ever used."
Right. Well, it's just because people, people and change and stuff like that. You know how it goes. But
Right.
once you start using it, it's easily better.
Easily.
Most
Most streamlined app, gives you the best news, fastest news. This isn't like I don't have any. I'm not getting paid by Sleeper.
No, this isn't a paid promotion.
I
It's
wish
just-
it was because I would
it's
put a little fucking Sleeper logo
It's
right in the
just
corner
a better fantasy football app.
for sure.
I mean, well, fantasy any of the sports. I mean, it's just better. I mean, we do basketball.
We did they had a college tournament and then that got canceled because of COVID. And then they did it this year and we did it.
Mm-hmm.
They do
I know they do
um,
baseball.
no, they don't do baseball yet. They don't do baseball.
I thought I'd seen that on there. Maybe not.
They do NBA, which we did,
That's
which
what
was
I'm
fun.
saying. Yeah.
NBA was fun. It was a
Learning curve.
It was
for
a
me, 'cause
learning
I
curve.
didn't
Yeah, I
know
mean, it was a
nothing
learning curve
about
for all of
NBA.
us. None of us really knew what the fuck we were doing. But it was
Right.
fun. And yeah, they're working on baseball. I think they're bringing in NHL. And you can tell this is ran by nerds because they have a specific fantasy app or fantasy league for what is the fucking game it's some video game that's like real popular.
Right.
But it's like a RTS, real time strategy. It's for nerds.
Fortnite or something.
No.
Wow.
Fortnite's a FPS, man.
Oh. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's a third person shooter. Either way. Whatever.
Either way.
But yeah, it's a great app. If you're not using it, look into it, see if you like it. I'm pretty sure you're gonna like it.
Yeah.
I've actually pulled off trades where people got hurt, and Sleeper gave me the news in other leagues before the guy knew he was hurt. So, yeah, that's how fast it is. It's ridiculous. And you can do online drafts, and it has a draft board built into it. Like, it's fucking awesome. It's the best app.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and that'll be in like 2 weeks. We'll be drafting.
Yeah.
I've got ours Saturday night, and then I've got the barbershop league. And I'm going to go fucking decimate that because Channing dropped out of our fucking league, and I'm going to ruin everybody in there. The dude that's in the fucking that won last year is talking so much shit, and I'm going to fucking rule this league. I'm going to fucking wire to wire this shit. I swear to God.
Lord.
I'm coming in. I started watching the league last night
Yeah.
just to get ready, dude.
On Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maybe I need to download. I actually need to get back. So I was using that Fubo app or whatever it was for football last year.
Fubo.
I don't know, whatever it is.
Fubo.
Fubo.
For us by STV.
Yeah, right. For us bias TV. But it was fantastic last year.
It was. I used it a little bit just to watch TV.
Because even so whether I was on my iPad, whether I was in it, it didn't matter where you were at. You were good.
Right.
So, and it was well worth it. I mean, it's the same price you'd pay for a basic cable package. So,
Yeah, it's. So we have Hulu and we have live TV with it,
yeah,
and then we get I bought HBO, so
Yeah.
we got the HBO Max. Which the dirty little secret about that is all the new movies, like Space Jam
Yeah.
and what was the one that just came out? Oh, Suicide Squad this weekend. On Hulu, you can't find them for some reason on the Hulu HBO Max app.
why?
For some reason, there's some kind of, I guess they just can't. They can't put the new movies on there.
Can you download?
But you
just
can-
the HBO
yes,
Max
you can.
app and then
Download with or log in with your Hulu account,
right. That's what I was. About
and
to
then
say.
it'll work.
Right.
Because I was like, "What the fuck?" I was
Might have to
getting
do it
real
by-
mad.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
I'd
"What
have
the
been
fuck?" I
pissed.
was about to watch because I remember I had bought it specifically to watch Mortal Kombat,
Yep.
and then the rest of the new movies coming out for the summer, and it was like, "Nah, let me see it." And I was like, "Oh shit, we're about to have a."
I did watch Suicide Squad last night. It was
It was all right.
alright.
It was better than the first one.
Yeah, it was. It was. I don't know.
I didn't like the main villain at the end. The starfish.
No,
That was
super
weird. It was just weird.
Yeah, I don't.
It was just odd to me that they.
It struck me as like comic book alien shit.
Well, yeah, and I mean that's the nature of the Suicide Squad. But either way, it was just weird
Yeah,
because I wasn't expecting that.
What about the polka dot dude?
Yeah, that too.
Turned it into his mom at the. That was some weird stuff.
Yeah, I mean fucking John Cena's character, butt
Ridiculous.
naked, basically almost, in his whitey tighties.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, you knew
could've
they were
done-
going to take advantage
Could
of
have done
that.
without that, but that's fine. No hopefully we're not spoiling. This for
I
anybody.
mean, we didn't really spoil
If
anything.
we are, it's all good.
But yeah, it wasn't a bad movie. It was probably the best summer movie that's came out so far. I still haven't watched Space Jam.
I'm not. I don't know if I'm.
I want to, but I gotta have the kids sit down and watch it with me
I don't
because
know
I'm
if
not
I'm
gonna
gonna
watch
watch
it by myself.
You
But
they need to watch Space Jam 1 and then.
well, Space Jam 1 wasn't even that good, so that's where we're at with
Yeah,
it.
that's true.
I mean, I'll for sure I'll have them both watch.
Yeah.
watch both of them, both of them.
I'm trying to think. There are actually some pretty good movies that are out right now that I haven't watched yet. Like, I only saw the first Purge movie,
Oh God.
but
Yeah.
all the ones in between were terrible. And then so the new one just came out. I haven't watched it yet, but I've had a ton of people tell me it's pretty good. Like better than the first one, hands down better than any of the ones like the second, third, fourth, or however many there are.
There's quite a
So
bit,
that's
I
supposed to
think.
be pretty good.
The
I mean,
Forever Purge.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
So there's some pretty good stuff coming out.
Yeah. I mean, not as much as there should be, but
No, true.
You know.
Not as much as usual. I am excited for The Rock's new movie, Black Adam. We'll see. I don't know. I know we're still a little bit a ways on that, but
Yeah, that'll be like next summer, right?
yeah, I think so.
Um,
But
yeah.
that'll be cool.
Yeah, next summer should be really good. As long as we're not all fucking dead.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Football's starting up. Can't wait. Camps are going.
Yep. I did get an update. Hard Knocks starts here
Tonight.
soon.
Tonight.
Okay, yeah.
August
So,
10th.
I
That
will
is
be
a
watching
reminder.
that.
Thank you.
Yes.
You reminded me. Yeah.
You're
If you're not
welcome.
watching Hard Knocks, it will be on there tonight on HBO. I think it actually streams live too.
Yes.
So I'll be watching that tonight. Yeah, even though I'm not a Dallas Cowboys fan, they're scrimmaging the Rams, so I got to see AD basically beat the shit out of Alex Collins, I think it was.
yeah.
But yeah, that's always fun. I mean, that show's always like the precursor to the season.
Oh yeah. And it's always entertaining. I mean, it's always hilarious.
Yeah, because I mean they show like the rookies and
Yep.
basically how they get.
It's a very cool behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I'd like to see some behind the scenes stuff for Dak, as far as like
what he's going through right now.
yeah, how his off season's been, how you know what I mean.
I'm
'Cause
sure
I'm
they're
sure
gonna
they'll
go
focus
through
on
it.
that a good amount.
Oh yeah, for
So,
sure.
I mean, because there's not really much else going on that team to focus on, if you ask me. But
Ezekiel Elliott, their defense is not
Zeke is Zeke.
Zeke. Healthy Zeke is a top 5 back.
I agree.
If
But, I
he's
mean,
if he's healthy and he's in shape.
I feel like the best story coming out of Dallas is Dak.
Their receiver core is fucking
For
unreal.
sure. CD.
Their whole offense is amazing.
Yeah, their offense is tough. I mean, one of the better ones in the league put together. I mean, so if they can keep it. I mean, it's all.
It's all
What do I wanna say?
relative to Dak.
Well, yeah, and coaching though. I mean,
Well, yeah, the defense fucking is outcoached every week. It seems like.
mm-hmm.
Jerry Jones likes to have his hand on everything,
Right.
and that hampers them or hinders them, should I say? But it just seems to me that it was already he was handcuffed, Mike McCarthy, when he was hired, because they kept the offensive coordinator and the defensive coordinator from the previous coach. I don't remember ever a head coach coming in, being hired, and not bringing in his whole own crew.
Yeah.
I can't remember ever. But that's the first, I guess. And you seen how that worked last year. Oh, but Dak got hurt. But
Right. Right.
But yeah, we'll see. I'm interested. I think they should win. I picked them to win back in February, I think, when we did the way too early predictions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got to go back on that and look
Yeah, we do.
before the season
I didn't even
starts.
think about that. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, you're on record now, dude. People got you fucking. They go back to, I think it's like episode 2 or 3, actually.
Yep.
But yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see, and it'll be fun to watch on Hard Knocks
yeah.
for sure. Also their defensive end, Micah, is it Kaiser
Mm-hmm.
from Penn State?
Yep.
I think he'll be interesting.
He's a beast.
Yeah, he was a beast at Penn State.
Yeah. So I mean, he'll help the defense out a lot, but like I said, I think a lot of their issues come down to coaching.
For sure. As far as NBA or Olympics, we won the gold medal
We did, but I saw that the
after we struggled.
viewership is down 42% compared to Rio.
Oh, I mean,
That's
it
a
was
lot.
it was still interesting to watch. I think a lot of people just aren't watching TV, man.
True.
I think a lot of people are just not watching TV because they don't want to see the news.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to see any kind of fucking news because they're just tired of it.
Yep.
Like we're all burnt out.
Can't
We
blame them.
we
It's
know
been
what we're gonna talk about.
a year and a half of the same exact spooky story over and over again.
But-
It's like, how many times can you listen to somebody ring the alarm? You know what I mean?
Right. But it's just, if people are tired of it, we know it's out there, like, and we know that Yeah, it needs to be talked about, but damn, like let's stop beating the horse that's been dead for a year and a half, like you said.
Right.
Also, the misinformation is the other problem, is that people
Right.
get pissed off about it.
Well, yeah, that too. I think that's a big part of it as well.
Which leads us into the story that you
Yeah.
sent to me
The first
today.
one, which I mean, I didn't read all the way through it, but I just saw what it was about, which is very relative to what's going on and like stuff that you're seeing on the day to day with people in general. And it's like basically, so I titled it "Friends but Not Really,"
Yeah.
and the title of the article is "Ending Friendships, Canceling Plans. People told us how they're dealing with unvaccinated friends,"
Right.
which is just heinous.
Yeah. This is a iPhone BuzzFeed story. So this is what you're seeing here. But it's, I mean, it's not surprising. It's the
No.
same thing as politics, which is, it coincides with. So that's why people are getting pissed off.
Well, and that's been the climate. So for the last, people have been groomed for this for like the last 2.5 years or so. Well, actually, no, we'll go back to the last like 5.5 years to 6 years. And a lot of this started with Trump running for president, where the media has taken over complete control of like people and how they think and their decision making, all the way down to who they keep in their life or not.
Yeah.
I mean, to a certain extent, like we talked about the whole dating app thing, where there, you know,
Oh, yeah.
every dating app
Yeah.
you see, you know, it's swipe right or swipe left if you know you voted for Trump. Swipe left if you're unvaccinated. Swipe left if if you're down with Joe Biden. Whatever the case may be, it's like,
We're narrowing each other down by our decisions
How-
of who we follow.
could these right? How could these things be so impactful in your everyday life, which they're not, that you're willing to make a life decision like who you are and aren't going to date, what friends you are and aren't going to have, and even what family members you're going to have in your life.
Right.
And it's just, it's crazy to me. I just don't understand how people don't see how messed up some of that is. Like,
Right.
but I mean, again, I think one of the major issues behind it is the media in every facet, whether it's TV, radio, podcast, YouTube, social media, everything you see, it's so much at once. People don't know which way to look, and it's the only thing they're seeing. So all they know is this chaos and this, I got to make a decision,
Yeah.
which is just because things haven't always been this way.
No, this is the most
This is
chaotic
new.
it's been in my
There
entire
hasn't been
adult life.
a pandemic or an election one that had people this wild, and I think the media is so big, and it's been the media's ability to basically
Push an agenda.
rain so much down on you with an agenda that it's the only thing you see, and you're not even thinking of like, shit ain't never been like this. This ain't how things have been. It's never been like this in the past. What are we doing right now? You're just like, oh, well, okay, I got to pick a side, or okay, well, whatever. It's just
Right.
It's
I mean,
crazy.
it is the first time in our generation or our life, I guess you could say, that you would see the news push their agenda, be it CNN, Fox,
yep.
NBC, ABC, CBS, all of them, in such a way that they know where their followers are because of the internet.
Oh,
More
yeah.
so ever than now. Like, more so now than ever, should I say.
Yeah.
Because back in the 90s, like we were watching this yesterday, Dark Side of the 90s. Great show. If you haven't watched that, it's on Vice Network. There's they have Dark Side of the Ring, Dark Side of the Football, Dark Side of the 90s, and something else.
Check that out.
Check them
Sounds
out.
Good.
It's a little docu-series. They do different things, but in the 90s, they did how 90210 dominated the airwaves. But in
Yeah.
the first season, they were like garbage in ratings.
Yeah.
And the reason they got so hot is because ABC, CBS, and NBC all chose to cover Desert Storm 24 hours. And Fox was the only station that actually showed real television.
That is wild.
So, and I'm sure you're probably seeing this now.
Yeah.
And just like I said, people weren't watching the Olympics because it's kind of skewed by, COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no crowd. People that have failed a COVID test couldn't compete.
Yep.
There's all kinds of things to that. So people were probably pushed away. What you're probably seeing is certain shows that don't deal with COVID, don't deal with politics, the ratings are probably astronomical.
Yep.
Because people don't want to fucking see it 24/7, just like back then.
That's I would
Um,
agree.
So it's a matter of which station is gonna. But now I think more so, definitely now we have so many options.
Oh, right. Yeah. And that's exactly. There's so many different avenues to watch something.
Yeah,
Whether
YouTube,
it's a
Hulu,
series.
everything, man.
For example, okay, so and this is just a piece of mind that like I was thinking about this when watching this YouTube channel where I was just like, wait a second. And I had to like go back and look at some earlier videos and I was just like, holy shit. So this person's YouTube channel has been around for like 3 or 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got hip to them, we'll say 2 years ago.
Okay.
Say you had no clue what was going on in the world. You didn't have news.
Right.
His YouTube channel
It's devoted.
is devoted to nothing but what the topic of that YouTube channel is. And there is not one word or even idea or mention or anything of anything having to do with politics or COVID.
Right.
Not even once.
Right.
And that's his ability to put his product out there and have it. And I think that's one of the reasons why he's done so well is because he's offering something
He's
that
escaping
nobody
reality.
else is.
He's escaping reality.
People
of
can
current
watch
day.
that, and for however long those videos are that they're watching, they're just focused on what that one topic is, and they're not being bombarded with COVID this, COVID that, or President Biden's done this and this, that, and the third, and whatever. So it's been refreshing because I really had to think about it. I'm like, wait a second. There hasn't been a single episode where
Right.
he's said something about the election
Right.
or about COVID.
Well, I mean, he's designated his channel that way.
Yeah.
Which is good for him that he can do that.
Yeah.
Um,
Fantastic editing skills.
well, I mean, it's just,
Yeah.
he doesn't need to talk about it.
Right.
His channel doesn't need to thrive on
Right.
that. It has a corner of the market where he knows where his viewers lie. So
Right.
he doesn't go there.
But it also gives the idea of like, okay, so I can create this content and show you guys into my world and what I'm doing on a daily basis in my life, and also display that not a presidential election or coronavirus has played such an impact on his life that, you know what I mean? Has it affected everybody? Of course it's affected everybody. Just like we talked about the election that one time, how who we are and where we're at on our our day-to-day life. Has election had any impact on what we do, our ideas, what we want to do with our life, what we plan to do, eating dinner, going to work, anything like that?
Right.
No. And the same thing for COVID. Maybe I didn't get to go to a restaurant I didn't want to, but whatever. But still doing the same thing I want to do, still reaching the goals that I want to reach, still working, still graduated college, still all that shit.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
it's
that's just normal.
it seems that now, not to continue to rabbit trail, but it seems to now even that people are using both of those things as an excuse to do less.
Yeah, it's been the case, man.
You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
been the case since this started, that people started working from home.
oh yeah,
Because working from home, like my work, I work at the hospital, and I have to call vendors,
right.
and I have to call like certain companies,
Yep.
and their phone like people are working from home.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can hear it,
Yeah.
and they're like, I can hear their kids, or I can hear their dog, or I can
You hear the fish tank in the
yeah,
background.
I hear something in the background, and then like they apologize, like, oh, sorry, I'm like, it's no big deal.
Right.
And then like to get a hold of vendors or somebody to troubleshoot, with on the phone,
Yeah.
it's harder to get a hold of people
Yeah.
because people just are working from home
Yeah.
and they're
I would
doing
agree with
less.
that. Oh yeah. I can tell you from, so that short period of time I did insurance and I had the choice to, basically I was on like a 75-25 split. 25% of the time I was at the office, the other time I was at home.
Right.
You struggle to be productive when you're at home.
Right. You got a million things that you want to do at home.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you got, I could do this, I could do that, I can get away with that. I
It
can get away
doesn't
with it.
compare.
Right. I mean, I have friends that work from home, and they tell me like,
Yeah.
like, all right, yeah, I'm on company's dime, but am I on company's dime all the time?
Right.
No, and that's fine. That's great. They're getting over.
Mm-hmm.
Good for them. But it sucks for people like us that actually have to still work in the real world.
Right. I would prefer it that way though. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. You don't want to be stuck at home selling
Hell
insurance.
no.
Like
Hell
that wouldn't
no.
be your forte. I just could see it.
Matt, I don't want to be stuck at home doing anything.
Right. Because you just know that you're not going to get it done. Like, I know if I came home and worked from home, it'd be tough. Because I'd be
Yeah.
like, I'll get to it.
Right.
I'll get to it.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. It's just part of the process of getting up and, getting up early, getting going to work and then just doing that daily grind. You wake up and on a weekend when you can sleep in, some days you're not really exactly grinding. You may wake up, go to the gym and stuff like that, but it's you're chilling. So I don't know. I like to try to separate those two things.
Right. The other thing that was told to me was that people that actually went back into the office for the first time,
Yeah.
they said like that they felt super lethargic and tired after they got home. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you had to
Welcome
actually
back
get
to
up
work.
and go do
Yeah.
shit.
Welcome back to work.
Yeah.
That's like when you send your kids back to school that first week, you feel, you know what I mean? You feel like they're just coming home from school and napping because they're just drained because
Right.
it's like an adjustment.
Right.
You know?
And it's, I would struggle, like you said. I would
Yeah.
struggle immensely to get shit done. It's just not my thing. I've always been hands-on
No.
in any job I've ever done.
But
It's always been a physical job.
right. But more so to the point of the article, I just, there's not anything outer world, like outside, like politics, COVID, vaccines, not vaccines. Let me tell you this, and you don't have to agree, and that's fine because that's what this is all about. But did you unfriend anybody for not getting a fucking flu shot?
Right.
Doubt it. Did you look down upon anybody for not getting their flu shot? Doubt it.
Right.
This ain't no different. So it's
Well,
just,
it's the thing of it is businesses are now starting to mandate it.
that's a whole nother issue.
Well,
coming. That's gonna
and I
be
mean,
tough.
it's tough. We're already dealing with it at the hospital.
Oh, yeah.
And we have people that are downright not getting it.
Yeah,
And they're
the
going to quit.
hospitals, the military. I mean, there's
Military
a
is
lot of,
about to get
yeah.
mandated
It's-
effective, I think, by the end of the week.
Teachers, they haven't done it yet, but they're pushing for teachers. It's I don't see it going well.
Well,
You're looking at a whole
one way or the other,
shitty deal.
the problem
either
is,
way.
is a lot of people don't want big government. Nobody does.
No.
But it's going to happen because of the situation
Mm-hmm.
and the lack thereof of some people that don't want to get it, and that's fine. If you don't want to get it, that's your choice. But if you work for a business that tells you and you choose not to, and then you bitch about it, you don't really have a say. You just don't.
Well, I mean, you do. It's up to you. It's a personal choice what you decide to do or not. Now,
Well, yeah, but your
a
choice
private
is going to
sector
end up.
business is it's a very tightrope to walk on to try to mandate people what to do with their personal bodies just to stay employed. When you're not under government contract, it is a hospitals are private businesses,
Right.
So are teachers and all this other stuff. Well, you're paid by the state, I think. So
Yes,
that's
there's
iffy.
funding
That's
and everything.
right.
That's what I'm saying.
But-
That's where they could be like, well, we
it's
don't see it
just-
that way.
It's I don't know. I can see a little more pushback on this coming than what people realize, because it's getting to, I mean, you just tell somebody that they have to go do something. You know what I
That was
mean?
my
Then
life for
vax
7
cards.
years, my man.
Right. Well,
I mean,
right, but
if you want to be employed, certain businesses can and have that right to do that. Just like you have the right to deny it.
right.
Which, I mean, it sucks. It puts everybody in a rock and a hard place. Like, nobody wants to quit a job over a fucking vaccine.
No.
Nobody really does, okay? But if they don't want it and they don't think they need it, and, they have no underlying issues and they're still saying no, then the business has the right. I understand, like, you probably on the other side of the boat, whereas I'm with the business, because I've been down the road of, I guess, big business in the military, because that's all it is, a big business. And they told you what to do.
Right.
And I'm not saying no, I didn't think about what the fuck I was going to go do. Of course I thought about it. Like, man,
Right.
shit. But like I told somebody I talked to this week, I'd kind of be a hypocrite if I didn't get it, because I've already been down this road for 7 years and been put, everything under the sun's been put in me besides semen.
Okay.
but-
okay.
I mean, I can't sit here and tell you,
Well, right.
well, no, I'm not going to get it. Because
Right.
I think, for me, I've already been down the road for 7 years and had shit that isn't FDA approved, isn't approved by some governments at all.
Right.
And I had no choice, but now I do. To me, it was just a no-brainer for me. But that's okay. If you don't want to get it, I'm not going to be like, well, you're a piece of shit. And if you
Right.
don't want to wear your mask, I'm not going to say you're a piece of shit.
Right.
But if you get it and then you bitch about it, I don't really feel bad for you.
No.
You know what I mean?
That's
That's a
but
double-edged
that's the
sword.
whole. But that's also my out view on it is, you make the decision, and either way, and that's your choice. For me, it's like, comes down to more of a survival of the fittest kind of. If you take care of your body like you should, you're doing the things you should be doing. You should be all right. At the same time, I've been through it. I'm good. Like, and that doesn't mean I can't get it again. That doesn't mean
Right.
that, I can't carry it and pass it around. I understand all that, but it is no different than you passing around it's easier to pass around, actually, being what it is, than the flu or a cold or anything else like that. But it's just, I don't know.
The people that can't get it but that want it because they have underlying issues, I do feel for them. That's where I'm like, And then kids, I don't want it to be a variant where it ends up getting to kids and then it fucks up kids.
Right.
But I also don't want kids to get a vaccine and we don't know anything about long term. So that's where
Well,
I'm
right.
at with that too. Whereas with me, I'm not going to have any kids. So I was like, fuck it, jab me. That's where I was at with it.
Yeah.
But not everybody's like me, and I know that. That's why I'm not an asshole. Don't be an asshole.
Right.
You know?
No, it's everybody's personal choice to do what they choose to do, and it comes down to respecting other people as humans and everything else like that. I mean, because it's turning into this thing where this is a prejudice monster. This is a segregation monster. It just has
Yeah.
a different fucking mask on.
Yeah.
This is it's just the back of the bus. Oh, it's just a mask. Oh, it's, what I mean? Oh, it's just a separate water fountain. Oh, it's just, it's just a vaccine. What's the big
Right.
deal? You know what I mean?
Right.
It's
I
just
get
a
it.
gas shower. How
The
about
passport
that? You
thing
know
will
what I mean?
never fucking happen.
No.
That thing's not going to happen.
No.
New York can try that, but that's not going to work out.
Right.
But the other shit, the mandates for some businesses,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's gonna work. It's just
Right.
gonna happen.
Well, but it comes down to the
Not every
the-
business is gonna do it.
No, it comes down to the business and what they choose to do and everything else like that, and then then you go from there.
Right.
So it's just.
Well, we've beat the horse to death here.
Mm-hmm.
COVID's everywhere. Let's not talk about it much more.
Oh no. Everybody's probably heard enough of COVID.
We'll talk about your boy.
He is one of my favorite artists.
So you're waiting for
Where's the Donda at?
Where is
Donda?
right? I don't know. I don't follow him, but I do know.
We're past both release dates.
Well, come on, dog. Were you expecting it?
No, because this isn't the first time he's done that. People keep saying this like this is something new. Like this is the third. I think this is the second time he's done this with an album where he hasn't put it out when he said he's going to like 2 or 3 times, maybe even the third time.
Yeah. So he's living in what is it, Mercedes-Benz Stadium,
Atlanta.
in Atlanta. Now, the thing I can't get with is this shit right here. I don't get it. I don't get. He come out of like the scoreboard at the top, and he came down.
Man. Yeah.
He was like in a full SWAT uniform, but he was playing like gospel music.
Yeah. So what he's done is he had a listening party at this stadium for his new album.
He had
Even
some
though it's not
songs,
finished,
not all of it.
Yes, even though it's not finished yet. He's due to have another listening party, but apparently in the meantime, he has changed his address.
Changed his address. What do you mean?
To Mercedes-Benz
Oh,
Stadium.
okay.
Apparently, they even changed their Twitter handle to
Kanye's house.
No, it was like Donda Studios or Kanye Studios or something like that. Yeah,
I wonder how much he pays to have this done.
it's gotta be a lot. I can't even imagine.
It's got to be a lot. I wonder
millions.
who's paying for it. Is it him or is it the record company? And
That's
what?
also a good question.
And what? Where is he recording this album?
But who knows, dude? But who even knows if he's actually staying there? Because if I'm Kanye
he's
West,
got a
do I want
room.
to stay in a stadium? I don't want to stay in a stadium. You know how inconvenient that would be?
be pretty inconvenient.
A 30-minute walk to your car if you want to go somewhere. I mean, what fresh cooked food do you have? You know what I mean? Like,
So it's
when
loading,
you use
dog.
the bathroom, you have to go use a huge bathroom where the toilet's like basically a sink that you piss in.
All right. I don't know, man. I don't get the whole thing. There's a lot of fanboys out there for him.
Listen, I love Kanye. Old Kanye, new Kanye, Kim Kanye, single Kanye. Kanye is Kanye. He is different, as most successful artists are. He is different, but
He's only got like 5,
yeah, he
6,
keeps
7
he
songs.
keeps it
There's
chill.
fucking photos. Sorry. songs.
Yeah, he only follows like one person.
Well, yeah, that's to be expected.
It's just, I think it's hilarious because they've had events at that stadium, like the soccer game, where he just came walking out the tunnel and was just chilling and shit.
Right. Yeah, I
I mean,
saw that shit.
it's becoming a spectacle.
I don't.
more than anything.
And then the jacket, that little puffy jacket that he's selling now. That thing sold out so fast.
Oh, I'm sure it did.
And then the other shit, his Adidas slides. Have you seen those?
Yep.
God, dude, those look awful. I actually seen a dude in Las Vegas wearing them.
Did you really?
Yes, that's the only first time and only time I've ever seen anybody actually wearing them.
I don't care how much money I make. I just couldn't imagine. I couldn't wrap my head around spending that much money for one item of clothing or a pair of shoes or whatever.
Yeah, well, that and then the resale value. That's where most people are at with it.
Yeah, but it's just
They're just going to resell it.
because I couldn't fathom spending the money on that. I can't get behind the resale market on apparel. I just don't. I can't fuck with it.
I agree with you. It's a shitty. StockX is everything that shoes wasn't meant to be.
I've
said this
It's
before.
everything that's wrong with new shoes.
It's ruined shoes.
It
The
I
shoe
mean,
game-
it's
'cause
really
you can't go to the fucking mall and get like
no everything at the mall
releases.
sucks. Anything that you go to the mall or department store to buy shoe wise is always it's not great. It doesn't look good. I mean, again, just my opinion, but you're not
that's
gonna find
changed,
anything.
like, in the last couple of years.
Oh
though.
yeah, like they carry the basic main brand of like
Nikes,
everything.
Adidas. Like,
Nothing appealing.
I mean, they carry some like basketball shoes, but like they don't carry like limited release, like
No.
you know, Adidas that aren't basketball shoes. You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't tell you last time I bought a pair of shoes in an actual store though.
It's
Everything's
been a
been
minute.
online.
I think my Tims that are sitting in the back of my trunk just in case it snows.
That actually. No, the Converse. I bought the Converse. Those Converse boots from the Converse outlet store. That was like 4 or 5 years ago. 4 years ago. 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
But it's just they've made it to where like if you want anything different that you're not going to see everybody out here wearing or
Right.
anything unique, you're fat chance getting it on the first sale, and then if you do get caught up trying to get it on the resale market, you're going to pay. I mean, just regular J1s, nothing special that are like $120 are going to have like an immediate $70, $80 markup,
Right.
and it's sad.
It is sad.
It's sad.
It ruins the game.
So-
I don't know. I can't get behind him. I've never been a big fan. I mean, the first couple albums were really good, and then after, I think like 808 and Heartbreaks, I just was like,
Yeah. I mean, I'm there for it all. I mean, what he's done for hip hop and rap music alone has been monumental. So
fair enough.
he's my dude. He's
It's his rap hero,
Yeah.
rap god.
for sure. He's definitely in probably my top 3 favorites.
No, not for
No,
me.
you don't think so?
Not for me.
Probably not even in your top 10.
He might be, but I wouldn't. I'm not counting him out. Like his first couple albums were fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I just don't like the new shit.
I remember getting
don't-
his first album for Christmas when I was a kid.
I don't like what he has become. Should I say? Just he's a
Wow,
spectacle,
You
man.
blame the Kardashians for that, dog.
Well, yeah, that's the point. Anybody that fucks with the Kardashians.
But he's trying to exercise those demons, dog, with a new album.
yeah, right.
He's trying to shed. He's trying to
hope-
shed that weight,
I hope this weight is
that
just
shadow,
fucking
that
awful. I
that
hope
keeping up with
he
the
drops this
Kardashian
shit.
shadow.
And there's like one good song. That's it. He hasn't.
Come on
Has he
now.
released a actual single off of it yet?
No,
Okay.
he doesn't ever do that.
He doesn't.
Not a single off of one of his albums. He won't do it.
Not till it's out.
Not till the whole album comes out. He doesn't do any of that radio play shit.
Well, sorry.
No, I'm just saying. Well, I mean, in the past, there's been songs. Don't get me wrong, like Gold Digger and
Right.
different
That's what
stuff like
I
that,
was
like
gonna
years
say,
ago.
I
But
know he has.
anymore, he doesn't put anything. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
everything's just out when an album's out. At least for like the last 3 albums. There's a couple. There's some songs that were on movies like the Blood Diamond or Diamonds Are Forever. Yeah, no, Blood Diamond or something like that.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yes,
I don't remember that.
there's a song from his album on that, I believe.
Jesus Walks.
No,
Song though.
that's a fantastic song. One of his best.
Actually, I take that back. I stopped following him after Watch the Throne with Jay-Z.
Which was fantastic.
It was fantastic.
That was a banger
It was a great album, but
through and through.
I just never cared after that.
Is there any other? So I feel like I've been behind on this though the last couple years, as far as like keeping up with new albums when they're coming out and like different people. Like I mean, except for a couple of people. Like I think I was like a week late on the Nas album when it came out, and
You want to know why? Because you use that shitty ass iTunes app.
no.
Dog, if you just get on Spotify,
I don't have
they
anything to do with
literally
it.
tell you what's coming out. It's fucking amazing. I don't understand why.
I mean, Apple does that. You just have to look in the news section, and I don't ever do that.
That's lame, man.
It's just, I feel like it's just easier.
Ugh.
Spotify is like
You're
so
just
all
not- you
over.
don't
It's
like-
so all over the place.
No, you just don't like the operating system.
Yeah, that's probably it.
You just don't like how it's laid out because you're used to using iTunes, which
I
I
just feel like
fucking hate.
Spotify is for like people with droids.
Nah, dude. Absolutely not. It's the number one streaming fucking app on the planet, dude.
Don't hit me with your commercials, bro.
I'm just telling you. Like, I've never I can't stand iTunes.
Yeah, but you've been pretty
I've
ride or
stayed-
die for that. You've been that way since the beginning.
Spotify came out.
Yeah, you.
Like I was like, dude, this is way better. The quality's better. The streaming.
I
like,
will say this: the playlist. One of the cool features about Spotify is people put playlists together.
Yes, and I can like share a playlist with you, and we can just
And
fucking
they're
throw shit on it together.
Good.
Yeah.
They're very good. You can do that on iTunes, but it's not the same. It's not good. It's
Right.
not as good.
All right.
Spotify
telling
is
you.
clutch for that. Like,
I'm just telling you. Come on over to the dark
it's just
side.
my information. You just take it or leave it. You take it if you want
Come
it.
on over to the dark side.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always been super hard for fucking Spotify.
Excuse me. Yeah.
But yeah, I can't get behind his stuff. There might be a song or two I'd be like, oh yeah, that's banging, but
Mm-hmm.
I just don't care for who he is anymore. And I don't know. The spectacle of it all is just it's a hype beast type thing. It's like shoes. Like some of these shoes that are coming out, like people hype the fuck out of, like the Travis Scott Jordans and shit.
Yeah.
The only reason them motherfuckers are off the chain selling for what they are is because it has Travis Scott's name attached to it.
Right.
Just like the Travis Scott McDonald's meal, people were that shit was out of hand, you know. And then doesn't Sweetie have a McDonald's meal?
I think
So
so.
we-
So,
sorry.
yeah, whatever. Yeah. Something like that, I think.
But yeah, either
Which
way.
I can't get behind. I think it's ridiculous.
Well,
Nobody
it's smart
gives a shit
marketing
about
by
that.
McDonald's.
It is. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, it was like the California raisins when we were kids. Now it's fucking rap.
Yeah, but those were raisins. Now it's fast food.
Well, no, California raisins was they were in fast food. They were with McDonald's. You could get some California raisins when we were kids.
Did you?
Yeah, and
I don't remember that.
yeah, I collected them.
That's dope.
Yeah, one of them sang.
Mm-hmm.
But like actually sang from the McDonald's meal.
Damn.
But yeah, I don't know. That's me. I know I'm not in the majority here. I'm actually in the minority.
Yep.
So, that's
Welcome
fine
to
with
that
me.
party.
It ain't the first time. Won't be the last. Now I do. This is scrolling at the bottom, but have you seen the article about Jack Sawyer from OSU and what Mark Wahlberg gave to him? So Mark Wahlberg gifted him a truck.
Oh God. Well, Wahlberg owns dealerships in Columbus.
He gave him a very nice truck,
Oh Lord.
and that's legal now.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So if you want to come to Ohio State,
We got people
get
like Mark
Mark
Wahlberg
Wahlberg.
hanging around.
yeah, Mark Wahlberg is gonna give you, and I'm pretty sure it was a what is Chevy's big truck?
What, the diesel?
No, like their main like off-road truck.
Oh, well, they're like a Z71 or whatever.
Yeah, but
they're
it was like all
taking-
decked out.
They're taking those and sending them off and putting the spider package on them.
Yeah, and that's what I
So
think
it's
it
like
was.
lifted with rims and
Yeah,
all that other
it was fully decked out.
hillbilly shit. Yeah.
And Jack Sawyer, 3-year deal, because
I mean,
that's what it is now, man.
yeah.
And then you got Mike Thomas, fucking crybaby on Twitter, liking posts about shit. Man, I can't get Mike. I don't
Michael
fuck with-
or Mike Thompson?
Michael Thomas
Michael Thomas.
From
yeah,
the
I heard about that.
Saints.
Yeah.
He him and his coach are having a little Twitter beef,
Yeah, which is stupid.
and it's whatever. I don't give a shit. Fuck Mike Thomas. He's a little bitch boy.
We'll see how he does this year.
He ain't
two-
playing until week fucking 7.
With two trash quarterbacks.
Well, Jameis Winston's gonna have like 30 picks by the time that motherfucker gets healthy.
Yeah, but he might have 35 touchdowns. You know what I mean?
It's true.
That's the crazy thing.
30-30
When he was
club.
still playing with Tampa Bay, he would throw a lot of picks, but one game he had like 7 touchdown passes or something like that, 6 or 7 touchdown passes.
He had 5 picks in the Rams game and 5 touchdowns.
It's crazy.
I'm
That's
still mad about
That's
that game.
crazy.
I think we lost. Yeah, we lost that game.
You're right. It's hard to listen, and if you know football, it's hard to win a game when you turn the ball over 5 times.
Well, Jared Goff.
Damn near
didn't help us.
impossible.
Thank God we got rid of him. Anyways,
Yep.
but yeah, I don't even know how the fuck we even got here. Oh, the Jack Sawyer. But yeah, Luka Mania, he got signed to a 5-year extension, $207 million.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's that. I don't know. Did you also see the Cuomo? Have you been following the Cuomo stuff?
Mm-mm. Oh yeah.
He resigned today.
So Cuomo rhymes with Cosby. He's out. You know what I mean? He's out. But it's. I mean, it was coming. So the allegations that were first brought about were decently serious. Like there was some.
Oh yeah,
there was
he
some,
should have resigned then.
He should have resigned then and saved everybody the
Time.
He
Yeah.
should have saved everybody's time and everybody's fucking money and all this shit. But he didn't. He thought he would still be able to get away with it. But he I mean, like it was there. I mean, there's some good evidence. I mean,
Yeah, it's easy. No,
So-
come on, dude. This is easy. That's easy.
Yeah.
It's a easy, open, and shut
but my
case.
issue is with him as a person. Like, what kind of person are you when you know that this evidence is out there and this is coming, that you're just gonna pretend like
He's stubborn.
like you didn't do anything wrong?
Stubborn, man.
Come on, man. Come on, dog.
Some news out of Chirac. The mayor got her back. The police turned their back on her at a hospital.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Yeah, it was
over the
interesting.
weekend. You know,
Very interesting.
I mean, it ain't nothing new in Chirac, man.
No, it's pretty crazy up there.
Amari Cooper is off the PUP list, so there's that. I mean,
I figured he'd be good to go.
yeah, it was just a small little ankle.
I tell you, one of the videos I saw, and I want to look into this a little more. I know a little bit about it, but it was a brief video, and it was in some type of court, and it was all these people and Fauci,
Mm-hmm.
and he was getting just wrung out, like he was getting blasted,
Hmm.
basically for his part in
You talking about the
okaying the-
Supreme Court?
okaying the funding for what was going on at the Wuhan lab, knowing what was going on there.
Yeah. I mean, there's always going to be that argument there for a
And-
while.
It was interesting.
Well, yeah,
because
there's always-
he was shaking.
Oh, he was,
Shaking. He was doing everything he could not to answer the questions that were being asked, to deflect.
it's amazing that
and it
he's
was
still
just-
even wanting to work. I
wanting
mean,
to work, that he's still there. I can't see that. Well, especially if this,
well,
because
they're not going to get rid
old
of
dude
him.
said, like, people are responsible for this. You're one of these people that okayed this funding. So there are people that are going to be held accountable for what happened.
Right.
And he just kind of sat there for a second, like,
Okay.
well, he didn't say it. He just started arguing again. But
Right.
it's just like,
right.
I'd be interested to see how some of that. I mean, it'll take forever. Whatever. That's fine. I don't know. That was one of the videos I had seen earlier, like yesterday or 2 days ago or something like that. I think it was
Yeah.
yesterday.
Hall of Fame speeches were
Hall
this
of
past
Fame.
weekend.
But it was also, so the Hall of Fame,
It was both
both
2020 and
years.
2021.
Right. Which was cool. A lot of Steelers. Cower, he's in now.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty cool how old boy came and told him that
You
he
didn't
was
see
in.
that live? Did you ever?
I didn't watch it live. I
You
watched
didn't see
the
that
video.
live? I watched it live. It was fucking awesome.
That was cool.
That was actually they did that for him. That was on Saturday because their game was on Saturday because it was during the playoffs.
Yep.
And then they went and did Terry Bradshaw the next day on Fox.
I didn't see that one
Yeah,
either.
that was really
Damn.
good. They both. I mean, I think was it Terry Bradshaw? I'm sorry, no, it was Cowboys coach.
Oh, what is his name?
Slick back. Jimmy
Jimmy
Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson. Yeah.
Jimmy Johnson.
Slick back.
Yeah, but Jimmy Johnson and his Extends commercials, they went to the Hall of Fame.
Lord.
That's what you want to see is Jimmy Johnson and his Extends commercials.
Yeah.
But yeah, they did that for him that Sunday, and it was really good too. I watched way too much football. I watched a lot.
Best Hall of Fame bust ever. Troy Polamalu.
Him and Ed Reed, man.
Those
Both of them look exactly like each other.
1A,
Ed Reed's looks like I'm on it. Like I have a photo of it.
1A, 1B safeties.
Yeah, because when we went up
Goats.
there, I was like taking photos of all the fucking busts.
Oh, yeah.
And I was talking to a man about it when we were sitting there watching the speeches. And I was like, they need to go back and redo some of the old
yeah.
busts. Because
I wonder if they'd ever do that. I doubt it, though, because it just...
I mean...
I don't know. I feel like it adds character to, like,
Right.
over the
the
years.
gradual progression.
Yeah.
Um,
But, yeah, Polamalu's and that gorge, just all them locks. They
they
captured
did a really
all
good
of
job. That was a highlight. I watched Megatron's speech. You
Yeah.
can tell he's not a big speaker.
No.
And he pushed medical marijuana in his speech.
That's what's up.
Which was
He's always
cool.
been an advocate for that.
Yeah, well, he owns a big medical marijuana
Yeah.
business. But he also talked about how in his rookie year he had that back injury, and it was like enough to make most people quit because it was a really, really bad back injury, and he just played through it. So that was another point of why he, retired after 9 years.
Yeah. Early, some would say.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 9 years for anybody, you wouldn't be probably going to the Hall of Fame, and you probably, if you were going to the Hall of Fame, wouldn't be a first ballot.
Right.
But that man fucking
Megatron.
dominated.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he holds the single season record for yards, 1,900 and something.
I need. So, did you see all the tweets from different football players? So, you saw the picture of Michael Irving and TB12.
Yeah.
So, the picture of them together and everything Irving said about, you throw together a couple more good seasons and you might want to get one of these gold jackets or whatever. I'm just like, this guy.
Mike, he been on that pow.
He
That fresh
always
pow-pow.
stays on it. But
Wasn't it?
Tom Brady and one of the players even said this, somebody get this dude 2 jackets, one for each of his Hall of Fame seasons.
Well, hell, he's had
done
3 Hall
enough-
of Fame seasons.
He has done enough to gain
3 people in.
Yeah. 3 quarterbacks worth of Hall of Fame.
I mean,
Do you have to be retired to get into the Hall of Fame?
you do.
Because how wild.
Chad Johnson, I remember this quote. Chad Johnson said he wanted to be the first receiver ever to go to the Hall of Fame and still be playing.
That's all I ever think about is how wild would it be for them to induct Tom Brady into the Hall of Fame and he's still playing football.
Well, did you see the article about when they talked about Peyton and him going up for Hall of Fame status and how long it took? 13 seconds. How long do you think it'll be for Tom Brady and them saying, is he in? It shouldn't even be a question.
It won't even be a question.
When is Tom Brady going to be in the Hall?
It's his first year out of the
Oh,
league.
absolutely.
It won't even be a question. First ballot, there's nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
All the hating I did over the years, I'm not taking it back, but it is what it is.
Well,
There's no
you had to
question.
deal with him every year. Now you don't.
No.
Technically. Not
I
till at
don't.
least that main last game. Then you'd be like, God damn it, we got to play you again?
Right.
Yeah.
So if there isn't anybody that deserves it more, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Well, that and then that article that came out, I sent it to you and your brother about him saying that players need to wake up because the league's overall, I guess, wealth went up by like 20 million or something, but then cap limit went down, and it's because owners just don't want to.
Well, there's someone put out more money.
Right. And then
It's greedy.
Tom Brady said, you guys need to wake up. Look what they're doing.
Right.
Like, it's obvious they have the money. They just don't want to put it out there.
Right. Absolutely.
And that's something like...
That's always been an issue with the
Well, yeah,
the
it's always
owners.
been an issue with owners, but it's it's cool to see the face of the NFL
Yeah.
to come out and call him out.
Right.
And not just the face of the NFL, but probably like the forever face of the NFL.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, when he retires and we're well in our fucking 50s or 60s,
You're still going to know who Tom Brady
they're going to
is.
change the MVP fucking title to Tom Brady or something. TB,
TB12.
fucking MVP, you know, like
He's gonna
Lombardi
have a-
trophy.
He'll
They'll
have a
call it the
trophy
Brady
named after-
trophy.
Yeah, he'll have a trophy named after him, maybe.
But it was cool to see. And I mean, he was there for Peyton Manning's induction, which was cool. And then Peyton Manning, you know, grilled everybody.
I'm not a huge Peyton Manning
I'm
fan
not
for
a
the
hu-
simple fact that he just seems to be a dick.
It's not that he's a dick. He likes to have fun. He's a showman. It's all about him. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
But I mean, I get it. Peyton Manning was good, but like,
Peyton Manning is more like Michael Jordan, and Tom Brady is more like LeBron. Like LeBron and Tom Brady are like, we'll get there.
I don't think Peyton Manning's like Jordan.
Peyton Manning, I'm saying as far as like being an execution, like you need to be here when I step here, and you got to be there. And if you're not, then you're fucking out of here.
He was an A1 team leader, captain.
He's an alpha.
Kept people together, kept people on their shit, you know, kept people in line and stuff like that. But I feel like in his head he thinks he's like Tom Brady.
I mean, he's up there in statistics, not in Super Bowls. Like he's legit up there in statistics.
Yeah, I suppose.
But
he
the
can't
Super
be-
Bowls and the
the
statistics,
gap has to be growing greater by the week,
Oh,
considering how much
well,
longer his career is.
right? He's already surpassed, I think, overall yardage.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the single season touchdown record. Brady doesn't anymore. He did at one time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just 6 Super Bowls, man.
Right.
6
No,
NFL
7.
Super Bowls. 7.
7.
7. Yeah, sorry, 7. I shorted him one.
Damn, dog.
I shorted him
Damn,
one.
dog.
God,
I mean, you can't be doing that. I mean, you was a closet Patriots fan there for
nah,
a few years.
dog. I just enjoy watching someone fucking dominate.
Right.
And a lot of people don't. But, like, in 20, 30 years when there's kids that never seen either one of them play, we're going to be
Right.
like, yeah, we've seen them both play.
Right.
And most of the kids are going to be like, well, the NFL's changed. And I'm like, it may have.
Right.
But it's not for the better, probably.
No.
And second, there's not 2 quarterbacks between Peyton and Tom Brady that didn't even fucking touch him.
No.
Those 2 right there were once in a generation, and we got to see them play at the same time.
Right.
So that was really cool.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's what I kind of look at it as, whereas most people are like, oh, fuck that guy, he just keeps winning. Well, yeah, but you're not going to see this again.
Right. True.
You
I think
know?
that's one of the things I had to get past.
It's a lot of people don't. I mean, you don't want to see the same fucking guy winning.
Well,
but
especially when you're rooting for your own team, it's like it's hard, you know what I mean. You know that is who you've got to go through. And it's just like,
right.
no, man, he ain't shit.
He ain't shit. We're going to beat him next week.
Right.
I hope.
He ain't shit. So it's tough, but
He took
I mean,
2 Super Bowls away from me.
you can't
so.
take nothing away from him. He's the GOAT for sure. Best quarterback to ever play the game, without a doubt.
Yeah, it was good to watch. I only got to watch Sundays, but it was good.
Yeah.
I actually forgot that Saturday it was even on.
I didn't watch any of it live. I just caught all the updates and stuff.
But yeah, I don't have anything else, and you don't either.
Nope, nothing else, man. Just
I did have some of the JR barbecue.
oh yeah,
Rub.
you sent a picture of that, so it
That
was
shit
pretty
was
good.
actually it's good.
It looked pretty good.
It smells like chili cheese Fritos, but it does not taste like it.
chili cheese Fritos.
It's crazy, but it's good.
That's definitely JR approved.
Yeah, it's no MSG, dude.
Nice.
But yeah, that was good. But yeah, I don't have anything to push this week. Go listen to Donda when it comes out, I
Yeah,
guess.
if it comes out, we'll see. Maybe it might be September. Who knows?
Probably best, anyways.
Come on now.
Just make your ass wait.
Come on now.
Good things come to those who wait. But Yeah, that's all I got. So I'll you take it away.
That's it. Just like, share, subscribe. I don't share, subscribe, whatever you. I mean, thanks for listening.
Hit the bell.
Do all that cool shit. Thanks for listening. We appreciate you as always. Yeah, man. I hope everybody has a great weekend coming up, and we'll be back again next week as always.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
Sticks and Stones podcast. Sticks and Stones. Have you heard?